What's up, YouTube? Shawn DaGamer here, and this is part 2 of the WrestleMania 33 review and results and all that good stuff. I'm recording this a few hours before SmackDown, and people keep calling and texting me, but I'm trying to record, so I don't care right now. I can't remember exactly when I left off. I believe I left off with the Hardys returning, so that'll be the ladder match, and you know, I had the funeral on Monday, so I couldn't really get back. I'll watch Raw after Mania, so I have a review for that tomorrow. So all I know is I remember leaving. I got, you know, kind of messed up WrestleMania night, and I didn't feel like getting up anymore and recording. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to record it all later. And then I didn't realize it was going to end at like 12:30 in the morning, you know, Monday morning. So I was like, I can't do that. So I just, you know, uploaded the first half, and I'm going to do the second half, and we're going to start at the Nikki Bella John Cena match. So this was a really good match, really short match, kind of too. John Cena and Nikki Bella did get the win. It was, you know, the Miz kept getting like this face reaction, like he would go up to the crowd and just do stuff, and people actually chanting yes when he did the yes kicks and all that stuff. But like I said, John Cena and Nikki Bella did get the win, and after that, John Cena did propose to Nikki Bella. It was a nice little touching moment. Apparently, when she was going in for neck surgery, they were whispering to each other and stuff and like that. So it was a nice little moment. She said yes, of course. Everybody was saying like no, but you know, it'd been funny if she would have said no. But nice little moment. And then we go on to Seth Rollins versus Triple H in a non-sanctioned match. This match went longer than I thought it would, especially with Seth's leg. So I don't know how fully recovered his leg is, but he was on Monday Night Raw. He did have a match against somebody. Well, he was in a tag team match with somebody who returned last night. This match was decent. I think it probably could have been a little bit better, but for what they did, not knowing how Seth's leg was, I thought this was a really good match. It was a nice little spot where they kept trying to pedigree each other. So yeah, like I was saying, there was a nice little spot where they kept trying to pedigree each other and things like that. So at one point, Seth went for a super kick and almost hit Stephanie. Triple H blocked it, and then Triple H got super kicked. And then when he was going into the ropes, Stephanie got knocked off the ring apron and into a table. And it was one of those moments. Stephanie got her one-uppings, and that did come into play on Monday a little bit. So Seth Rollins did win this match, even though it's a non-sanctioned match. He did kind of slay the king. So if we're going to see some other stuff with Triple H in the future, I'm not sure, but this match was really, really decent for what it was. And then we go on to Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. This match had a lot of weird imagery in the ring, so I guess they had projectors in the ring or above the ring, and it kept showing like roaches and maggots and worms crawling in the dirt and stuff like that, try to freak Randy Orton out. You know, he went for the Sister Abigail a couple times. There was an RKO on the outside. It was just, they were pretty just beating the hell out of each other for a little while. Orton got the upper hand, Bray got the upper hand, and then it all ended with a RKO out of nowhere. I have no idea what that was. I just felt, but whatever. Then we go to Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg, and I said after I watched the Survivor Series match with Brock Lesnar versus Orton, I said if we get something like that where those two are kind of just beating the hell out of each other for a few minutes, I can deal with that. But Brock delivered 10 suplexes on Goldberg. There was a spear and a jackhammer, but they kicked out. There was F5, and we have a new Universal Champion and Brock Lesnar. And then we had the SmackDown Women's Title match, a six-pack challenge, that is, for the SmackDown Women's Title. Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Natalya, Carmella, Mickie James, and Becky Lynch. Naomi did get the pinfall. It was a lot of back and forth action. Ellsworth got involved a little bit. There was a double suplex to Naomi on the outside and took her out. But Naomi did get Alexa Bliss in a, I forgot what that thing is called. Got her in a arm submission where he got her legs and they were squeezing like that. And she tapped out. So Naomi is a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and she won the title her whole crown. Naomi's entrance was really, really good. That's all I wanted to see. I didn't get what I really wanted to see, which was all gold everything versus all red everything. And at this point, I'm never going to get that. So, woe with me. I know I'm like the only person in the world that probably wanted to see that, but that just would have been a cool visual. You saw how that, especially it was dark out. You had that I'm amazing, I'm amazing. You had that going on. She was just getting her groove on down the ramp and stuff like that. That 80-yard ramp. Like I said, Naomi did get her interest. She got her moment, and she did win the title at WrestleMania, so she is going down in the history books. And I just love Naomi. There's just something about Naomi, other than her looks, her wrestling abilities, just something about Naomi that I really enjoy, and I'm glad she is finally women's champion. And then we go to the main event, Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Jim Ross did call this match, so if you do want to go back and look at it. And then it was announced it was no holds barred, so that gave a little bit more extra leeway. I think Undertaker chokeslam Roman on some chairs. I know there was an announce table spot. Yeah, he chokeslam Roman through an announce table. But all in all, Roman started bouncing off the ropes, like getting momentum for a devastating spear. He got it. 1, 2, 3 on the Undertaker. And the Undertaker is out of there. Literally, he left his gloves and stuff in the ring. He went up to, before he went up to the ramp, he shook some hands. He kissed his boo, Michelle McCool. And he just went off into the sunset, or he went to hell, one or the other, because he went up the ramp like a quarter of the way, and then he just descended down the hill. Well, I can't go that low because I'm on this ball, but still, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much made his exit. Is this his last WrestleMania? Maybe 75 out of 100% chance. I don't want to call a full retirement yet, because he might surprise us at SummerSlam or something like that. Maybe we're pulling the wool over our, because he did walk away from this match. I do know he needs full hip surgery, not just one hip, 2 hips. Well, that is full hip surgery, but he needs 2 hips because they don't lie. So will we see Undertaker in the future? Maybe. Do I want to see Undertaker in the future? If it's against John Cena and that's really his last match, like if John Cena starts calling Undertaker out and things like that, that'll be very, very entertaining to see. Overall, WrestleMania, start to finish, 7 hours plus, from 5 to like 12:30. Too long. Entirely too long. Like I said, when I was reviewing these shows half by half, of like all these things happen on certain shows, like one was Payback and one was Backlash or something like that. That's perfectly fine. Would have been great, no, but the point would have came across at what these two brands were trying to do. Both have new top champions at the moment, so that's very interesting to see. Brock Lesnar did some things I don't really want to talk about right now. Actually, let's go ahead and talk about Raw as well. Raw, we saw the debut of the Revival, and we also saw the return of Finn Balor, and the Hardys did defend their title against the Club. So those were 3 big things to happen on Raw. Vince McMahon came out and said next week we're going to do a superstar shakeup, which means there's going to be some type of trade next week. No Nakamura. We're probably going to see Nakamura on SmackDown on April 4th. April 4th, 2017. That's when I'm recording this video. So we might see him then. Emma finally came back. She did a little script tease on the announced desk. That was kind of cool. I was like, you know, I've been wanting my Emma back for a while now. She's a heel, but Dana Brooks is a face. I don't know if they're going to try to fix that over the next couple of weeks or whatever. Try to bring them back together. What else did we have on Raw? We had a #1 contenders match for the Raw tag team titles, which was won by Sheamus and Cesaro. So we're going to have Payback. We're going to have Enzo and Cass versus the Hardys. And Lesnar came out, said Roman Reigns hits the 2 and 23-2. So of course, him and Brock Lesnar has to meet. Braun came out and was like, no, you got my attention. Soon I'm going to have yours. Yada, yada, yada. They didn't do anything this night. Apparently Goldberg gave his farewell speech at the end of Raw as well. So, deuces. What else do we have on this show? We had a great match between Neville and Mustafa Ali. That top rope Spanish fly was a thing of beauty, if I do say so myself. What else happened after Raw? Oh, the opening segment with Roman Reigns. He just got let into for like 10 minutes, or if not a little bit longer than that, and the crowd was just getting him everything. Delete, you suck, F you, you know, just everything you can think of. Get off my TV, go away. I'm surprised they didn't hit him with the drift. Oh wait, drift. Oh wait, you know, my favorite chant in the WWE. Raw was really, really good. A lot of fun little bite-sized things to take in to help to hold me over for 3 hours. But overall, when you talk about Raw and SmackDown, both shows were pretty good. I will give WrestleMania probably about a 7 7.75, if not. It was good, not that good. A lot of people are giving it higher praise. But I will give it like a strong 7.25 stars, just because some things could have been executed a little better. Some matches could have been, it could have been shorter. Some matches didn't even need to be on the card if that's what you're going to do with it. Like if we didn't have like the Battle Royal or some of the other filler matches that felt like filler matches, like the SmackDown Women's title. The Raw Women's title. Let's put it like that, because nothing really happened significant in that match. Nothing changed. Just looking at the card, Triple H versus Seth Rollins. We probably could have dealt with that, to be honest. Without that, just to make the card a little bit shorter. Maybe even Chris Jericho versus Owen. I know I'm saying some of your favorite stars probably should not have been on the card, but just to make the show a little bit shorter, especially for what they did. It's like they crammed a lot in a little. I can't even say they crammed a lot in a little bit of time, because they went 7 hours, but some of these matches, it was mostly filler. It was mostly filler because the ramp was super long. You had these great video packages, but it added on to the show. I think somebody said only half of the show out of 7 hours, a little bit more than half of the show was just video packages, entrances, and things like that. So, was it a good show? Yes, but if you could find a way to condense it into maybe a 4-hour show or something like that, it would have been much better. NXT was 2.5 hours, had 5 matches, and it was brilliant. And then the next night you have 7.5 hours with WrestleMania, and it was a pretty good show. It was just a lot of things that could have been done a little bit better on WrestleMania, like Bray Wyatt should not have lost the title. Maybe there should have been some more heelish things from Sasha Banks. You know, little small things that we all wanted to see that we're all going to complain about. But was WrestleMania a bad show? No. Was it the greatest show? No. It was a really, really good entertainment spectacle for about a whole work shift. So, like, if you're at work and you haven't seen WrestleMania, just put it on. If you got a good battery, you got a Mophie battery life or some kind of external battery extender, just put it on. You know, have it playing in the background in your pocket or something like that. Listen to some of the. Do you really want to listen to commentary? You had Pitbull there, Tinashe, Flora. It was just it was a decent show. It just could have been shorter, in my opinion. A lot of stuff didn't need to happen. Especially I'm not saying it didn't need to happen at WrestleMania, but for what they did with it, I just wanted a little bit more. I don't know what I expected. Like I said, I thoroughly entertained the show. I had to break it up a little bit because once Pitbull came, I was like, okay, this is my time to leave. I went over to my friend's house. We smoked a little bit, did a little bit of that stuff. I didn't get a break. Then I came back, finished the show, and I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I just felt like it was too long. It was just too long. I feel like in the near future, they're going to try to make WrestleMania 2 nights. Like, NXT is going to be on Friday, and then WrestleMania is going to have 2 parts, like night 1 WrestleMania, then night 2 WrestleMania, and it's going to be crazy. Actually, that might be a better show, especially if they're both like 3.5 hours a piece, and you got night 1, night 2, like a tournament or something like that. That'll be very interesting. But those are really my thoughts on WrestleMania itself. It was a decent show. A lot of the stuff did what it needed to do. Some of the stuff just barely met expectations. The match of the night to me was clearly Shane and AJ, because Shane just did a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't expect him to do, and it was just really fun to see. But if you think I'm wrong, let me know down in the comment section below. SmackDown's tonight. Will we see Nakamura? He did not debut on Raw, so will we see him tonight on SmackDown? I'm not sure. I want to see Nakamura on SmackDown. Or should we wait a little while because they got the superstar shakeup, so he can debut tonight on SmackDown and then end up on Raw next week. So that's kind of a scary thought right there. So keep that in mind. We don't really want anybody to debut yet until after next week, until 2 weeks from now. So we'll see where everything goes. Leave your thoughts down below. Who's gonna go to what brand? Who's gonna go where? I'll probably do my top 6 trades from each show, just so we get some content on the channel. With all that being said, if you want to follow me on anything other than YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all linked in the description below. Share the video out with your friends if you haven't already. Share the video out. Subscribe if you're new here, and if you are new here, please hit that notification bell to know when a new video is posted on the channel, live and active and ready for your viewing enjoyment. If you disagree with me with my thoughts on WrestleMania in part 1 or part 2, leave it down in the comment section below. If you agree with me, what's your favorite match on the show? What do you want to see? Who are some people that you want to see go to different brands, and why? With all that being said, I'm out of breath, and I'm out of here.